Hey guys, this is Aaron Lewis, and in today's video, I'm actually going to be doing a video on how to clean your aquarium. I've let my fluval flex grow a little out of hand. It's covered in algae. There's clear detritus on the bottom of the aquarium. So today we're going to be detail cleaning the fluval flex, and I'm just going to be walking through on how I personally clean a fish tank. Now this isn't how everyone should clean a fish tank, it's just what I've always done since I've been keeping aquariums, and it's worked out very well for me. And also we just joined with little Isla here. She's been doing quite well. I'll be doing a little update on her in the next video, so make sure you stay tuned for that one if you're here for bird videos. Anyways, let's get stuck into it. Alright, here's what I use to do a water change on my aquarium. So first off, I have a big grey bucket where the water goes. Then I use a siphon to get rid of all the dirty water and poo residue that might be on the bottom of the aquarium. I also use a power pad to clean the sides of the aquarium and even rocks or anything that I can use it for in the aquarium. I also have a fish net that I just use to pick up all the residue or stuff that might be floating on top. And I just have a pair of scissors just in case I want to prune back any of the plants that are in the aquarium, or any hair algae that I want to get rid of, which I will be doing in today's video. And then after I've done a water change, I use Prime. It's just a water conditioner. I find it to be one of the best ones on the market. I've used this ever since I've started keeping aquariums, so I highly recommend this brand. And I just add a teaspoon of salt into the aquarium after I've also cleaned it too. Okay, so to start off with, I like to unplug the heater and filter from the power point just so it doesn't stir up any debris or detritus and it goes into the filter system. I also leave the light on just so I can see what I'm doing. So let's turn off the heater and filter now. Then after I've done that, I like to just quickly get a scourer. I remove the lid back a bit so I might get a bit dark in the aquarium. And then I'm just gonna go up and down movements. Now you've got to be quite wary if you have jumpy fish like tetras, because you got to make sure that you do try and keep the top where they can't jump out, because they will get quite nervy with your big hand going in their aquarium cleaning it. So just be mindful of that. As you can see, they think it's feeding time, so they're all coming up to my hand and they'll probably start nibbling on it soon. That's usually what they do. With the algae on the side of the fish tank, I actually like to leave it there just because, well, people don't look in the side of the aquarium and it sort of adds a natural look to it. So then I'll just get rid of all the water in the scrubbing pad, and I'm going to start to siphon out the dirty water just into my bucket. So I get my siphon, and you just got to suck on the end of the tube here to get the flow going. And also be mindful if you have little fish like tetras that you don't suck them up into the siphon. I have nearly done it before, and I used to have guppies. One of them went into the siphon without me even knowing, and lucky I saw it and I stopped the siphon. And as it's siphoning, I sort of just like to get my finger and go rub over all the leaves to get rid of all the algae that might be growing. Now the hard green algae, you can't really help that. I mean, yes, you can get a scour and slowly scour it off over time. But as you can see, I have all hair algae over all my rocks and plants at the back here, just because it has been a while since I've done a clean. So I'm gonna try and get rid of all of that. Most of the times it just wipes off, like it seems to be doing now. Don't know if you guys can see all that. Now I'm probably just gonna do a 50% water change in this video today. Yes, the water is quite gross, but you don't want to get rid of all the healthy bacteria. The fish are thriving in this aquarium, and so are the plants by the looks of it. So I don't want to affect the balance too much. As you can see, it is getting quite murky from the filter not running, picking up all the detritus and stuff that's floating. But we did manage to get rid of a lot of the hair algae on these plants here, which I'm quite happy about. I was just sitting up on Chico's perch here, watching me clean out the aquarium. As you can see, she has a beautiful view of it. Here I am just filling up the bucket full of fresh water, and I'm gonna add some dechlorinator into it now and a teaspoon of salt. So let's do that. Now I just use one of these syringe-like things just to get the dechlorinator out. and then I just put it in. And I'll probably put 2 lots in. There is any amount that you put in, but it also adds a slime coat to all your fish, so I will normally add a bit extra. It's not going to do any harm. And because I've added salt quite a lot, I'm just going to sprinkle what I think would be a teaspoon in there. And now we're going to pour this into the aquarium. So this is how the aquarium turned out an hour later. It has gotten a lot clearer, just as I thought it would. It has turned out very nice. All the detritus is off the bottom of the floor. The plants have actually turned out very nicely. These are all covered in hair algae at the back. There is still a faint line here, as you can see. There is algae going on this big rock in the middle here, but I sort of like that. It adds a more natural look to it, which is why I'm also letting the algae grow on the side of the aquarium here. Sadly, it doesn't grow on this side though, just because of this big Amazon sword here. It's covering this side of the aquarium, so the light doesn't hit it. As you can see, it's all in darkness. Anyways guys, that's all for today's video. I do hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned how I personally clean my aquarium. Now remember, that's not how everyone cleans their aquarium or should clean their aquarium. It's just how I've cleaned my aquarium for a lot of years, so I've sort of gotten used to cleaning it that way. And if you haven't, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because as I said, for any bird lovers, there will be a update on Miss Isla here in upcoming weeks, just to see how she's doing, and a lot has changed in her living environment and Chico's. So if you haven't, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also remember, my social medias are always down in the description box below. Go check them out, follow me on Instagram and follow me on Twitter, just to stay tuned with what I get up to. And that's all. Have a good day guys, bye.